Are you kidding? Hi everyone. Um, I'm using my 3D model today because I'm bored. But today's just gonna be art stuff. I have some commissions I need to do. I'm also going to fix what's this model because I really do like it, but it's being a pain on my nerves because it's not matching the current aesthetic, which is purple hair elf thing. This is just because I don't have a 3D model that I need to fix my current 3D model. And I haven't done that yet because I'm being very slow with it. I'm sorry I haven't like streamed at all for like the few last 2 months, month and a half. I had finals, as most people know, and it's graduation season, so I have a bunch of graduation parties. And I moved back for the summer back home, and then I'm going to my college in August the 11th. So that's gonna be fun. But today's just commissions and doodling because I'm bored and I have nothing better to do, so might as well doodle. And if you'll hear me walk off and or a like small dog in the background of this, he's my dog. He had a bath, so he was kind of sticky, so he got a bath this morning. But we're gonna if he doesn't cry, hopefully he doesn't cry. But if he does, I'll go take him out and he can just be running around my room or something. But let me switch over to my streaming. I use, oh my god, this is from last time. Okay, so I use IDS for the like, references mostly, just because I do have this reference. This is also not, I am drawing like a version of Keyfree. It's not really Keyfree, it's someone else. You wanted of like Keyfree's clothing type, which I really do like. It's really cool. I like it. It's a cool commission. I do like it. I really do like it. It's a pain in the butt though. It really is. Because I really do not know why it's decided it's just not going to work. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do for the eyes. The eyes have been making me mad. Maybe I want to. This is the mouth shape. I think I might keep that. I might keep that. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. And I'm sorry if it's laggy. Wi-Fi is shit where I live. Excuse me. But still, shit. I am going to harass out of Okay. So right now we're going to fix this and then we're going to switch it over to Procreate because I use Procreate more than I use IBS. I started on IBS actually. IBS Paint was where I started before before Procreate because I had an Android for the longest time, but I decided to say fuck it. Let's do it. I'm sorry, I'm talking to zombie. I really need to do another stream with him. That's so much fun we did. But we're doing this, and I really need to see what else I want to do. I don't like the eyes. My issue is I don't like the eyes, and all the references that I was looking at, all the eyes don't face. It's like looking in a certain way, and it's kind of hard to tell. And I don't really know what I'm gonna do for it because I really want this. I really want this to look nice. But I think I am just going to like maybe let's stretch it out. If I do that, if I bring it in just like slightly, wait, no, I thought that was better. Ooh, let me not do that. Hmm. Maybe. Let me see. So let's just do a random little layer. I hope my thing isn't done. No, my pencil's died again. Oh, never mind. It's not dead. It's just being acting dead. Okay, so we're gonna go here. This is just to see like a sketch if this will actually look nice. Hmm. So we do that. How's that look? Oh, it's gonna be close. If we give the eyebrow shape, how does that look? I don't really know. Like, it doesn't look bad, but I think that's just because I don't know anymore if I like the eyes. I can ask you. I mean, I don't think you can answer though. Okay, we're just gonna say we're gonna do like that. And then the mouth, I feel like it's fine. Like, it's a nose, it really doesn't matter. Because you don't have nose anywhere, so we're gonna draw that. No, I don't like that. I don't know how to use this. Okay, let me see. I think this is the pose that we have here. I like that. That looks better. I think. I feel like yay bigger. I might not even draw the nose, to be fair. I might just draw the mouth. You know what? Fuck it. I'll do it like that. I will fix it. Just need to turn this layer on. Sit together. I only do this because I'm lazy and I'd rather not work that much. Yeah, and here's the current drawing. Oh yeah, y'all can see all the stuff that I've done. This is what we have. We have hair. We have everything else. Actually, I'm gonna switch over real quick so I can pull up the reference so I can show you. Because I totally forgot to put that up. My reference that isn't key free because I was thinking how to do this close. Clear. Oh my god. Procreate work with me. Do I even have a picture of him searching? I should. Y'all, I promise. I make art. I make art for fun and I do it all the time. I just have no idea where it is. So this is the reference. I'm gonna pull it up on stream. But here's the reference. This little guy right here. This is how he looks like. This is my fixes GP. Um, kudos to them. This is a commission artwork that I was allowed not to reference. This reference because the person who owns the character that I'm doing the commission for. It's like here's some art, and I really do like their art. Their art's so pretty. I really like it. It's cool. I don't know. I think I have Olivia's. There's also another commissioner that I really like that a lot of my friends commission, and she has really good art. Like her art's so cool. Um, but I think that's it. I do want to do let me pull it up so I don't. I have art on here, and I'm not trying to get in trouble because it's not art, etc., etc. It is art. I don't understand the. Okay, my thing on tracing. There's like the Pinterest kind of ones. Those ones are cool. Those Pinterest. Obviously, if they're on Pinterest, it's kind of hard to tell who made it. And if it says don't repost, don't use that. Or if it's like one of those ones where it's like, hey, here's the base y'all can use. Tag me or like mention me on when y'all use it. That's fair use. I feel like that's fair use. I use 3D poses just because a lot of my posing involves people of taller stature. I'm I can draw women. I can't draw men's like body physique that easily. Like I can't draw muscles to save my life. Even though my character has muscles. my 2D that I'm working on right now, because I'm also breaking her, has vessels. It's kind of hard to explain. I had to use so many references photos for this, but I feel like I participated in our fight before and I've seen the updated rules. I I understand where they're coming from, but some people, I use photos. I use my own photos. I take pictures of myself in random ass poses to figure out like the layering of body pieces, or just to get a like a what's it called? Like an outline. Give it not an outline per se, but more of a like when you do the stick things for when you're like looking at everything and making sure it looks right, making sure it looks anatomically correct. But I don't understand the whole thing of, oh, you can't trace, you're not a real artist. You can't use 3D models. A lot of people use 3D rendering. A lot of people use 3D models for art. It's a common thing now. I don't understand the hypocrism of people saying you can't use your own photos to make your character. I'm saying, well, if it's your own photo, there's even people on TikTok who do this. Um, People who are like, hey, y'all can draw me and I'll give y'all poses. Y'all can use me for pose or reference art and stuff like that. That's cool. There's some people, I gotta see some that I really want to do sooner. I have them saved on my phone to do them. But there's one where I gotta see, I think it was a person in a wheelchair. She's in a mobility aid. And she's like, yeah, like, and somebody asked, hey, can we get some references? Because it's kind of hard to draw wheelchairs. Like, the really cool ones, like, the, not the, what is it called? The hospital ones. Not the ones we see, like, in every day, but, like, the ones specifically for people who use them for mobility aids and stuff like that. That's cool, It helps people learn how to draw those things. I can draw wheels and, like, the parts of it. I don't understand like the backings because they're different for each person. I've seen normal like hospital ones that have full support on the back, but there's some that are specifically made for a specific person for a shorter torso or for sitting longer or they have a dynamic disability. That also plays a huge part in how you draw like people, especially disabilities. This character that I'm currently drawing, he has a bit of Lego. And so, like, I have a bunch of pictures of him. Like, I've done a chibi art for this person too, for this character. I love it. It's cool because I'm able to draw invisible and visible disabilities. Not in Valigo's case, it's not a disability. But I have drawn one of my dearest friends who I've talked to for most of my life, very close to my heart. She has braces. She wears braces on her legs. I wear braces on my legs. My braces are just like for support, but hers are more to keep herself from falling over. Do love her though. And I had her birthday was a few months ago, and I got to draw a picture of her and with her service dog and her. And no one had drawn her with her braces before. I did not know this. I was drawing her because it was a nice birthday gift. I had no idea what to draw for her, and it was a really cool thing. I wanted to do a self portrait for her. I and I drew it for her, and she loved it. And I feel so sad. She she started crying a bit when I gave it to her. Oh my god, my tracking is being weird. Okay, there you go. But like she was able to see. She cried because she's never seen anyone with her braces before. I feel people should start drawing people with braces and stuff like that. Like experience, you know, the dynamicy or the dynamics of being human. No one's identically the same. Some people have disabilities, invisible or seen. I have multiple invisible ones. I have ADHD and dyslexia. Um, and I'm going into the STEM field, and I love it so much. I love what I'm doing. I love what I'm learning. Yes, is it going to take me a little bit longer to understand some certain key aspects if I don't really understand it or it's explained incorrectly? Yes, but it doesn't mean you have to stop learning what you want to learn just because, well, you can't be in this space because you have X, Y, and Z. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we're all human. We're all different. We're not one no two people are not the same. Maybe if you're identical, you're all gonna be identically alike, but y'all still have y'all's differences. You'll still have different things y'all don't like, different things y'all don't enjoy. Y'all like different foods. Y'all have maybe even different accents or something like that. Like it really comes down to dynamicy and like what you think goes with people. That's just my little tidbit on that whole thing of like everyone's different. Everyone has their opinions. Um, I will do art however I want, and I do art for fun. I do art to make people happy. Hell, I got to do a birthday present for her, and that was really. If you don't see me moving, I'm sorry. I have like a squiggly chair. It's what I'm just rocking back and forth on it. But I feel like it's fun. I like doing what I do. I don't have a like a disagreement on being like, oh, you have to do art X, Y, and Z. Art is universal. Art can be however you make it, however you perceive it. And that is what art is. There's no one true art. What? Oh, my iPad has died. No. Like, wait, I gotta fix something. No, I hate when it does this. Okay, there we go. You're gonna hear it in the background of, like while I do it. But I just feel like art is a dynamic. There's no one true thing for art. Never really understood that whole thing of like, oh, art has to be X, Y, and Z. I really don't understand that. But let's leave my tangent behind before I start yapping about random other stuff. But so yeah, we're just gonna do the art today. Hopefully I can finish the art. I don't know. We might just be able. I don't know how long it's gonna take me. Can I get start? Okay, let me see. We shall see. Stream. Okay, it should be up, but we'll see. I'll see. My thing does like being weird. Okay, this is what you have. Oh, I was gonna put the. Like the old picture that I have. No, I went to see witchcraft. Okay, can I still work? Okay. Okay. So I have this. This is what we're doing. This is the character, and this is what we have. These are two. Oh, Procreate's testing me today. Procreate is testing me. The hell? Why is it not working? Wait, I'm having technical difficulties with mine. Oh, okay, can you? Oh, okay. So much stuff open. I don't know when that stuff likes to break on me. I have done nothing for you to break on me. I don't know why it's being so weird. I really don't know why Discord's being so. It should be fine. I don't know why I keep on doing that where it's breaking when I'm trying to broadcast. Well, that's how I broadcast like my art and stuff. It's via my tablet and using an old account for it so I can work. Okay, there we go. My thing is not working again. I don't know why it's being weird. So this is what we have, and we're just gonna go from there. So I really don't know. I'm gonna put this on here. Oh, okay. So let's see. Yeah, you really just have to kind of go with the flow on this. I really don't understand this. I don't know why it looks so bad. It's the eyes. It's the eyes. I might. I don't know what to do for this. I really want it to look nice. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Because we have this. I might. I might leave that alone, or I might redo it. Let me see. Oh wait, that's right. Give me 2 seconds. Because I don't know if I'll be able to do that. We'll see. We'll see. If not, I might just say. Ooh. Okay, delicious water. Of course, when you say sweetie, but can I get the eyes to behave in the group? Alright, that's cool. Okay, so do I have my favorite color? Is it this one? Yes, this is the ink one. I'm talking to the client at the same time. He wants to put us in. Okay, what am I doing first? I'm gonna do the hair because the hair is like a dark bluish. Kind of like you can see right here, it's kind of dark blue. Can you just, I don't condone this, but I'm just snatching the color. I don't really know. I really like this one though. This is a really nice flowy pen. I'm just gonna do like a dark blue. This is compelling. Okay. Blues and reds? Blues and reds. Okay, okay. So thankfully, he did answer me with a hell. It's gonna be like a dark blue situation, I think. Just go like lightly dark, slight darker. I like making little palettes as I do my coloring, so it's easier to. That looks like a nice color. And then some dark purple, kinda. Was that like a bluish purple? This looks a little bit too purple. Sketchy. There you go. More blue. So now that you have your palette colors, you start adding everything together. I don't know how you would want to preface this, but how do you write this? You can do whatever color you want. Mine I kind of just go with the flow and just edit the. I was a little smaller, so you like slightly smaller. And then just start going at it. Can I do that? Okay, there you go. Oh no, no. Oh wait, but it's so hard to do. Um, I don't know what to do right here. I would say line art's kind of cool too. I like doing line art. It's kind of more satisfying because you get to see it finally coming together. But you'd also really got to follow your line art. I I like adding a little bit of extra details with the line art just so it looks more like hair. You can kind of see he kind of has like wavy-ish hair. So I kind of tried to do my best with that. Wavy hair for me is kind of hard to draw sometimes, even though I have it in real life. Let's see. I'm gonna make this. Hmm. Yeah, that's good. You kind of just start drawing. You just start going. Hmm. No. I think that should. So there we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. That looks better. That looks a little bit better actually, because you can actually see it like slowly. What's it called when you do stuff like that? Yeah, it's kind of harder to do, to be for real. I don't like this top part. I like swoosh, swoosh. Okay, swoosh it like that. That might look better. Okay. My stream's lagging. If my stream's lagging, I'm so sorry. Life is so bad. No. That looks a little bit better actually. Gotta work the process. Okay, so you have that much, and then you just do the details on this here. I feel like detailing is kind of fun. You just get to it. You get there eventually. I feel like that's fine. Okay. Time to do. I gotta still do his book. Oopsie. I was supposed to draw a book on that. That's just for me to remember to do that. Because I totally did not forget to do that before starting the highlight. Why not? Okay, we can do his clothes. Because his clothes is kind of hard. So I do want to do different hues for each of them. But I do like the inky one over the blonding. I feel like the cape should be the dark red one. I feel like that would look nice. But I'm gonna bring the hue just a little bit more. Maybe go from there. I'm gonna make these a smidge larger. Yeah, that looks a bit better. Yeah, I feel like really good. I might make the collar different color though. Hmm. Oh, I'm probably gonna turn off this back. Stupid layers and then make this dark hue blue slime getting touched. Just the process is a thing because rendering takes forever. Rendering, I will say this once and I'll say this twice. I hate rendering. I hate doing it. It's so annoying. It's so tedious. It makes me feel like I'm going insane. It honestly does. I don't know why. It just does. But I might have to end a little earlier than I want to because I think I have to go do something today. Yeah, so I gotta leave in like 30-ish minutes. Like another half hour. Check. Also, stream wasn't gonna happen today. Stream was possibly gonna be not done because I was gonna go to work because it was called in last minute. But they said they got it covered. I want clean, fresh lines. Hurry up. Let me switch. I'm lazy, but I'm using my tools to the best of my ability. So I don't like to. It's tedious. Like that's what that's supposed to be. Yeah, that looks right. What else am I missing? I think that's it. I think that's it for the game. You also maybe wonder what that line is. So Kefir has like a weird skin shirt thing. What's it called in English? Like a skin suit. I don't know what it is. Don't know what it does for. But I drew it because I needed to know the difference between the lines. And so now the basic color. Now it's time to do one of the little fine lines for us. Okay, that might be the same color. Props to whoever can draw like key free, like the art style of Italic. Also, this is if people don't know who Keyfree is, this is from the current new show that just came out, like still coming out actively for season 1. Which hat atelier? I love this. I heard this book. Well, I read the manga. I've read most of them, some of the manga, due to the fact that I heard a YouTuber. Who was it? Was it Emirichu? It might be Emirichu. Emirichu talked about it because she really liked the art style of it. I really was like, ooh, this looks real cool. I want to try. I want to look at this stuff. Found some books of it, some of the manga. I have some of the manga, and I've read it. I loved it. I really wished it became an anime. Much so to many people who watched it before, read it before the show came out. I didn't know until like a few, 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe. I'm gonna say 3 weeks. 3 weeks before the anime came out. One of my friends tells me, "Hey, Witch Hat is getting an adaptation," because they knew I really liked the show. The manga, and I said, "You're joking, right? You have to be joking." I see the trailer, and I'm in love with it already by the first time I see it. And I'm like, this show is gonna be so good. Watched the first like 4 episodes. I fell in love. I love the voice acting. I love how they did the voice acting. I love how it's like Kifri and what's her name? Agat. How they speak very posh from what people say. I'm American, so I really don't know the difference. But they sound really nice. And it also sounds like there's like people you have like what's it? Coco. Coco sounds like very not southern. It's not southern. It's like higher like Scottish, I think would be the best way to say explain it. I don't really know how to explain it. She sounds not British, but she doesn't sound. She sounds like slightly Scottish, but I think I might be thinking of another character. It might be the pink haired girl that I'm thinking of. I really do like Agat though. I love Agat. Even if I did call her the first 2 times I was reading the manga, because I like rereading manga, but like the first time I read the first chapter, I'm like, wow, she's really rude. But then I realized, no, I would do the same thing, kind of. Maybe I wouldn't be that petty, but this random girl comes out in the middle of nowhere and is like, did forbidden magic and is now an apprentice without having to do anything. An outsider. Keep in mind, you're an outsider in this village, into this place. She doesn't know the rules. She doesn't know what she's doing. And, ow, that hurt. Oh no, my cubicle. It's okay. And she doesn't know. Like, and it's so cool. I like the concept. It's a very good concept. I love the concept. I don't. It's so cool. Like, I don't say. As I was watching it, it's like the way that they cast spells, because they draw everything, is they draw it. It feels almost purposefully, not purposefully. I feel like, and me and my friends were talking about it as we watched the first season, was that it felt really cool to how they did the in Full Metal Alchemist, where you have these people who have these alchemies, and they learn how to use them and use them to fight, and that's the whole premise of the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood and the first series, and Full Metal Alchemist, not Brotherhood, the original and the 2010, 2007, whenever it came out. That two of those, I see, felt very cool because these girls either have to, they carry a little like notepad. I'm sorry, yeah, like a notepad type thing, and it has like the symbols and stuff. I'm too lazy, but you know that you get the gist. They have that, and so they have like half done spells in their books, so that they, I thought okay, so they're able to draw in situations. I feel like that's really cool. That's a cool premise. Like you always have to be stacked. Basically, you always gotta have spells, not to hurt people, but to if you need people to help or you need to help yourself, because also they don't let people use healing magic, which is interesting because it's not consent. How they explained it was really cool, but they explained it being like, well, it's not even if you have consent, it's still wrong because you're changing someone's body. I feel like that's kind of weird, especially in the sense of healing magic, because there are witches in this story, in this world, who use like magical apparatuses to basically function. Like not in a bad way. It's cool to see like representation, but it's kind of like, well, healing magic shouldn't be that taboo. I mean, there's worse things you can do. And somebody on their subreddit, I saw some people talk about their subreddit. They're making whole ass spells. Like these spells, someone made a black holes magic, a spell for black holes to create a black hole. How do you do that? How you figure that out is insane because you gotta know each individual symbol and do it correctly. Someone also, I think, did an MPreg one for jokes and shits and giggles. But it's crazy how you can manipulate some of these things. And then the villains. And then even Kifri. I feel like Kifri and like the broom hats, so who are like quote unquote the main villains, I don't think they are. I don't Kifri I don't think his intentions are as good as he seems. Like he is a good character. He is well written. The way he writes, the way he talks, he's not using Coco. I don't see it like he's using Coco. I see it like more like he's using her. So he is kind of using her. Let me backtrack a bit. He is using her, but just because he wants to be near the Brimhats. He wants to talk to Brimhats. He wants to figure out who these people are. And Coco being the only other person that he knows who's seen and talked to these people, who is basically also being like taught, not even like by these people, to be like, well, here are spells, here are forbidden spells, forbidden magic. Not all magic is equal because there's laws in place. But the Brimhats have it. So you use any type of magic. You use forbidden ink, you use forbidden spells. It's a very interesting concept. I I'm not gonna do manga spoilers. I'm just gonna do what's shown in the anime. Just barely beginning of the anime. I think, preferably, I do think Kifri, this is my opinion, and this is my theory. Kifri is slightly using Coco, but at the same time using her just as an apprentice. And people may say, oh, but that's kind of wrong, like to use a small child. I don't think so. I mean, he's doing it in a way that makes it like, oh, we can't really trust him because he's using Coco to get to the Brim Hats because he wants to, I don't know, he wants revenge or something. I don't remember why Kifri's looking for these Brim Hats. But the Brim Hats, they see it, magic should be free entirely. There should be no rules to magic because of X, Y, and Z. That's cool, and I like that. I like the the stuff you can do with it, basically. You know, I mean, you don't have a. It's more of like morality, maybe. I don't really know. Like again, the broom hats, they're cool. I like some of their concepts. Like I've seen some of the drawings for on the manga, and I really do like how they're dressed. Like it shows a very different, like different style, different variations, different colors. You have different colors for each teacher in Atelier has their own colors, so you can differentiate. Brim caps have that same thing, but they're darker, less pastels, less greens. Like they're more muted tones. They're not all with white and all of these things. And I love it. I love the intention of using colors in a way to tell us something. Like this is gonna be like a brim hat. I'm just using key phrase like clothing design almost to give it that illusion. But like a lot of these characters, like not who's not the, okay, Goldie, the dude with the who's like people ship Keyfree with, he's he has muted colors, but it's not he's because he's a brim hat. It's because he is like a watcher, so he's like a policeman basically. We're gonna put it like that. If we're gonna talk like that, he's kind of like a policeman. Don't really understand it, but as much as it is, he still has to watch over X, Y, and Z. Like there is no true answer. There's no true way. I feel like, and I feel like they're trying to say, well, no villain is X, Y, and Z. But I really do like how they've been doing it and how they portray villains in certain medias now. It's not like everyone is black and white. So like, if anyone has seen Bachakura, I really like Bachakura. I really like the premise. I really like the character design. I really the the character design. I love how they talk about their jinkies and their vinyl instruments and how they work, and it's cool. It's understandable, but it's so cool because it makes you think. Because we have Corvus, like we have the leader of the cleaners. He does not look trustworthy. He's been on the screen for like 2 seconds, 2 minutes. I think he had a total like probably like a minute of screen time in total. And I'm one of those people. I don't think it like. Okay, I'm gonna say something because MHA just finished too. Like y'all can tell I'm a big fucking nerd. But MHA just finished their last season. I've been off and on the MHA fandom. Just because again, 2020, I was in deep in those MHA trenches. I'm gonna say that for a fact. I was a 2020 MHA kid. It was not that bad, but like it was kind of weird. I will put that first for sure. It was really bad. But there's a big but when it comes to this. I'm like my two favorite characters has always been Midoriya and Kirishima. I've always had a very big soft spot for Deku just because I love his story and how they've written it. And then like with this last episode coming out with showing everyone being all grown up and having be like being in the top five, having their agencies, having the trauma that they've endured, etc., etc. You can see that yes, like most of these characters are like, oh, like they look the same. I'm still gonna say they missed. I they did my man Todoroki. Todoroki got done dirty on that last episode. I don't know who his barber was, but they gotta fix it. It looks so wrong because his hair is so short. It reminds me of Zuko. I told my friends it reminded me of Zuko from the last Avatar, and he said that he couldn't even see it, but it was funny. I really like it. I liked how they did everything. The show was a good show. Do I like that Bones did change some of the people? Like Mirako was supposed to be a bit darker. Like Ida's eyes are apparently supposed to be red. I didn't know Ida's eyes were red until someone was like, "Yeah," and I'm reading it, and they're like, "Yeah, his eyes are red," and I realized, oh, his eyes are red. They were never, but I don't know if they're like a dark blue, I think, which is kind of weird. Um, but besides my little tangent about that show, I was in the firm believer from like when I was watching the show and the manga was coming out. I was a firm believer that Dobby was a traitor. I was a firm believer because I'm like the if it was intentional, okay, that's weird. Fuck AI. Does he the bot who sent this? I know it's a bot, but like this is an artist stream. Why the fuck would he post that on an artist stream? Okay. I was a firm believer that Bobby was like Toya because of the fact he had a fire quirk, and it was the basis of, oh yes, he has a fire quirk. And if Horikoshi was doing it to be like, hey, all like he did, it's just stated that like all quirks are genetic, like they all have something genetic component. So if you mix one with another, you might get a mixed thing. So like Bakugo's parents have that thing too, of like you mix two different quirks together, you equal like Bakugo's sweat or like the nitroglycerin in sweat. Shoto, it was like Toya, Fuyumi, not Natsu, and then it was so it took 5 attempts for this kid to like come out. By the way, but like it's still very much being like, well, yes, you can have. It might be 5, 6. It could have been worse. It could have been like it would have taken a while for these people to get the the thing that they wanted. Like the outcome you want is never really a quirk, and or your quirk can be completely different from your parents. Like what's a quirk that's completely different? I don't know if there's any quirk that's completely different. I do not know. But like you have different things, you have different ways that quirks can be shaped and how they act and etc. But there's never really I saw it as well if it's fire and this is genetic. A quirk is genetic. The only other people who would have it in this series, without showing anyone else in this world and just stated in Japan, would be the one person who's the number 2 and the number 1 hero, which would be Endeavor. So that would make Toya, who has a fire-based quirk, related to Shoto. That was my thought process. And then when my friends told me it was correct, I was fucking ecstatic because so many people as well in the fandom who were not in the weird side of fandom. I was in the weird side of fandom for like a hot minute too. I'm not gonna be lying, but like in the non-weird like teen space that it was in 2020, we all like there was a big chunk of people thinking Tatoya was um that Dobby was Toya because of the fact that there was so much missing about this information. There was so little information about him. And we're going off of the fire quirk is if it's genetic, and we're just going off of geneticity, the only other characters in this show who have a fire quirk is Endeavor, Shoto, and I think that's it because I think Fuyumi and Natsu had ice quirks like their mom. So, and then people were like, well, he skin burns as well if he uses his quirk too much. Okay, so he inherited the cold, tempered skin of his mother rather than the flame, so he's able to handle, heat better than, of course, his like youngest brother. I was so ecstatic when that came out, and everyone was like, "He showed a Todoroki. He's Toya Todoroki," and I was ecstatic because I was right. I felt it in my gut. To be completely fair, I did think Hagakure, so the invisible girl, was the traitor for like the longest time. When that manga panel came out, it was what's his face? Aoyama. I was like, huh? Huh? What do you mean the guy with the cheese obsession is the traitor? But then as me and my friends were looking into it, it kind of made more and more sense because he is like his quirk doesn't work well by itself. But it's still crazy. It's still a good. I would say it's a good watch for people who really just want to watch it, even especially because the fandom. It's kind of bad. And then Gachikuda's not as it's feels a little bad too, I'm gonna admit. Like, gosh, if it goes down, that's kind of weird. Yes, yes, I know it looks wrong. I think I'm gonna end the shoot for this episode. Sorry that I gotta do stuff. Let me see where we're going. Well, nothing else. Okay, so when next stream comes, I'll maybe stream again today, like I did before I go do stuff. If not, maybe Sunday, maybe Sunday. We'll do a Minecraft stream with UV. I don't know yet. We'll see. I still gotta see what we're gonna do for that. Well, that's about it. Hope you're having a good day.